Welcome back to another episode of the Electricians 2 channel. Tonight we're going to do another multimeter comparison using the KLEIN 2's MM700, and we're going to compare this the KLEIN MM700 against the FLIR DM92. So without further ado, y'all, we're going to get right into it. But before I do, let me ask you guys, this is your first time viewing the channel? I'm going to ask you guys to, if you get any kind of value out of this video whatsoever, this video and my past videos, I'm asking you to either hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, or leave a comment. And if you choose to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell that's right on the side of it. That way you'll receive notifications of all my upcoming videos, and it will also link you with all of my past videos. Okay, guys, without further ado, let's just talk about these two meters. Now, I won't get into no whole lot of experimenting with these meters because I have done individual reviews on each of these meters. And if you want to see that, just go to my YouTube main page and you will, and just scroll down, look through the videos. I don't know which number it is, but it's on there. So, and just scroll down, look for it, and just click on it, you know. So, again, for the third time, without further ado, let us just talk about these multimeters. Pound for pound, both of these multimeters are basically the same. As far as size, the FLIR is a little bit taller, but everything else, you know, it's about, as far as the width and everything, is about the size. I mean, about the same. Features, the same. The FLIR may have one or two features that that may be a little bit more than the KLEIN, but all in all, the KLEIN, they're basically the same. So we're going to start off with the leads first, test leads, and we're going to compare the test leads between the two. So let me just move the camera back just a little so we can have some room here, so you guys can see. Now, the leads for the FLIR, they are very nice leads. They are made of that soft silicone, and they're not stiff at all. And I'm not going to take them out, but just you know, they're not stiff at all. They're real flexible. They come with the shroud right here. They have gold tips right here on them, and this protective shroud. And they are some nice test leads. The probe doesn't come off. It's permanently attached on here, and they're just some all around good, nice test leads. Now, the ones for the KLEIN, they're not as good as the leads for the FLIR, but they are nice. You know, I don't use them. I have some more. I use a lot of, every time I use my leads, I always use fused test leads. So I don't use these. I just put them up here just to show you what came with the KLEIN. Yeah, the other stuff came with the KLEIN too, but it really don't matter for us, the thermocouple and what have you. We just talking about, talking about the leads right now, but these are also permanently attached, and these are made, they're made out of that PVC, but not the real stiff PVC, and it's not as soft as flexible as these are, the FLIR, but they, you know, they're okay. They're okay. They, you know, you can use them. You know, you can keep these if you choose to, but I just choose to change them out. You also get this protective shroud over them. Also, they're not gold plated, but you know, you get this protective shroud, and that's a safety a little attachment, and that's good to know also. So, but as far as the leads concerned, the FLIR take that, no problem. These are, you know, they outdo the KLEIN. Now let's get to the multimeter. The multimeter here have a whole bunch of features on this thing. This is the FLIR DM92. They have low Z AC/DC. They have the off feature. They have volts AC/DC, millivolts AC/DC. They have resistance, continuity, and diode. They have temperature, and they also have capacitance, and they have amps AC/DC. You also have a mode function up here, range function. They have hold, and this one is like a reset, basically, a reset button right here. You have to really get into the meter to activate this. I don't have the instructions in front of me right now to get into it, but like I said, I have done an individual review on here about this meter, so if you want to see that, you can just go back and check that out. The backlight is really nice. It's a nice white backlight. As far as the digits, it's nice and clear, they're large. And you also get a lot of electrical symbols down here that would take the place of, like in other words, like they have a min-max, they have the hertz up here. They have, and if you want to get those functions, you use this cursor right here with these arrows. Either you want to go up, down, side, and then when you get to the feature that you want, you press the OK button, and that's what feature that you will be on, measurement that you will be, feature that you'll be on. Now, as far as the meter itself, the maximum rating for amperage here is 10 amps. This is rated Cat 4 for 600 volts and Cat 3 for 1,000 volts. You also have a flashlight here at the top, work light. It's really bright also. I hardly ever use these flashlights that be on the meters nowadays, but it's a plus. I don't mean I won't use them. It's just that I'm always forgetting to use it, you know, because I do have a flashlight either on me or close around me that I could use, but I'm always forgetting that it does have a flashlight on the meters, and that's like I said, that's a plus. You get dual display here. For example, like if you own volts, and it also shows you the volts, and it'll show you the hertz, the frequency measurement at the top up here. So, and you get auto power off. You get you get a hold button on the back here. It takes 6 AAA batteries. You have a port back here for your probes to fit into. You have a little notch right here if you want to put a hanging strap back here. And the bell right here is nice and strong. It's not a flimsy one. It's a nice and strong bell, tilting bell, nice and strong. It's good. The meter itself is rubberized encased, and it's integrated into the meter. It's not the one you can peel off and take the meter out. It's made onto the meter, and it's really heavy duty. Like I would say, it's a heavy duty meter. I don't have any complaints about this meter whatsoever, not whatsoever. And let me see. You also have a milliamp function that's down here. I don't know if I mentioned that. Milliamp function down here and amp function. Yeah, I didn't mention it because I didn't see it up here. But you have milliamp function also that's down here. If you were to purchase a meter like this, I think you will be pleased. I think it'll take a fall. Like, you know, I hear people talking about that all the time. Their meter is rated for a 6-foot drop. I think this one would take a fall also. It's really built. It's quality built. It's you know, it's not cheap at all. You don't hear no rattling in here at all. Nothing's like tweaking when you do that. Nothing at all. Nothing is loose. This is a solid meter. I don't have no problems at all with this meter. Now, let's do the KLEIN and see. All right, the KLEIN. This is a real nice meter also. This is KLEIN series right here, the Tough Meter series, MM700. This meter is rated for IP42. It's a true RMS multimeter. It has a lot of functions on this meter also. You have temperature. You have temperature on here. You have microamps. You have microamps on here, but it's going to be one of those symbols. I don't see it up here, but I know it's going to be one of those symbols that's up here. Okay, you have microamps, you have amps measurement, you have off, you have AC, DC voltage, you have resistance, continuity, you have capacitance, and you have diodes. You have hertz, and duty cycle. Now, on this one, I know they have a duty cycle. I just don't know which one it is. You know, I do know a lot of these signs up here, but excuse me. I just don't know which one it is, but I do know they have a duty cycle function on here. I'm trying to see. I want to see. I mean, I'm not sure. But anyway, duty cycle, and they have low Z, and that's a very important feature too. They both have it. As far as the build quality, very nice. The structure of this multimeter is top notch. I know they say tough meter, and trust me, it is a tough meter. Just like the FLIR, you don't hear any squeaking or anything that's loose here. You have a range button, so do this one. You have a rail button. This has one also on here. Min max, this have one. You have a hole. This have one also. The backlight, you get a bluish looking backlight with real bold numeric font is in here. It's not a white. This is more like a white backlight. And this one is more like a bluish, but it's still clear. It's not as clear as this white backlight, but the numeric font on this one is much bolder than this one. So, but they still both are nice. You get a bar graph here at the bottom. You get a bar graph on this one here at the bottom. You get a VFD feature on this one too. This one doesn't have it. You could VFD measurement on the FLIR. Like I said, the KLEIN doesn't have it, but still, this is a very good meter. You get also you get the 2 ports back here to hold your probes. That's very nice. You get a place right here for your strap. I had the strap earlier. Here it is right here for the KLEIN. And you just, let me put it on there. There you go. You put that on there like that. And the magnet is real heavy duty. And this one takes, I think it's two AAA batteries. And that's nice too. 2 AAA batteries. The maximum amperage rating for this meter is 10 amps. Let me see what else. It doesn't have a flashlight, a work light as they would call it. It doesn't have a work light on here, but you do get a nice backlight on here. And let me see what else I'm missing. The tilting belt itself is really nice. Yeah, it's really nice. And this is all around a really good meter. Now, keep in mind, basically, most of the meters that in fact, I haven't had a chance to compare this meter with the Fluke, but all the rest of the meters I compared it with the client that had taken the challenge. They won it. Not by a long shot. It was just by one measurement that the client did, and it was spot on, and the other meters couldn't perform that measurement. And I had a tiebreaker to find out which meter out of the 2 I was doing a measurement was correct. And it was the KLEIN every single time. When I had a third meter, that's why I have the ideal meter sitting over there, because if need be, I'll use it to be a tiebreaker between the 2. So what I'm gonna do, I have 2 measurements I wanna do. And instead of I don't wanna go do the little mediocre measurements like testing the main voltage. I've done those before, and I can take my word for it. This one is accurate, and this one is accurate, and everything else as far as testing for DC voltage and all that, they both are accurate. The test that I had in mind that I've done with the rest of them is with this capacitor that I have. This is a 1500 microfarad capacitor. Now, it's going to take a lot to charge this capacitor up and get a measurement. So in the past, when I've done the challenges, the comparison with the KLEIN and the other meters of the past, the other meters couldn't, they charged it up, but they went over as far as the measurement, the value displayed, it was over. And the KLEIN always got it spot on. So this going to determine out of these 2, and I'll tell you about what I like and what I dislike about both of these meters after I perform this test with this capacitor here with these 2 meters. So without further ado, I'm going to do the FLIR first, and then I'm going to do the KLEIN. And just so you know, I'm using these Fluke Tesla's probes right here. These are not called pinchers. These are the hooks, hook probes right here. If you can see, I'm using these because I just want to, hook up. I don't have much to grab on right here. And if I was to use my plunger type ones by Fluke also, I really couldn't get a good grip on here. Not a solid grip. So, but I am going to use these when I test this shunt right here. This is like a 0.2 resistance shunt that I want to test and see the value that it displays for this on each of these meters. So I'll leave that shut right here, and we're gonna do the capacitor and see just how accurate. Let me short it out first. Just how accurate this FLIR is. Okay, so without further ado, let me hook it up, and we'll go from there. I've never done this using this meter before. Against this meter, I don't remember, no. And I just want to see just how well it does. I hope you guys can see that. Okay, so I've already shorted it out. Let me just do it again to make sure. Remember, this is 1500 microfarad. Farad. I don't know if you can see it from there, but it's 1500, 200 volts. So let's do this. It's already been shorted out, and we're gonna see. Okay, we're waiting for it to charge up. You get 14. Let me give it a few minutes, let it settle, and we'll see. All right, we're gonna go with 1407. I'm gonna press the hold button, and we're gonna see if 1407. Y'all keep that in mind. 1407. Let me short this out again. Now we're gonna do the climb. The climb. Oh my goodness, I done hit something. Well, anyway, you know it was 1407. I done zeroed it out some kind of way. Unless it zeros once you take the probe out, I'm thinking that's what it may have happened. But anyway, it was 1407. It was holding steady at 1407. So let's do the climb. Short it out right here. And let me see. There we go. So let's do this one. $14.07. That's what the FLIR had. Let's see what the client says. Wait a few minutes. Okay, it's saying 14, 35, 36. I'm gonna press hold on here, and I'm gonna do the FLIR one more time so we can see. Now I know that client's gonna hold his value right there, so I'm gonna do the FLIR once more. Once more. Okay. All right, here we go with the FLIR. I don't know just what's going on with this. Now it's saying 1397. Saying 1397. I don't know if that's right. That can't be right. Make sure the leads on there good. sure the leads are on good. Okay. All right, I'm shorting them out again. Okay. Okay, we try it again. $14.08. Okay, $14.08. That's enough time. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that. 14.08. First time it was 14.07. Okay, now I'm going to shorten it out again, and I'm going to use the ideal as the tiebreaker. Now, what I don't understand is earlier. Hold on a second. Let me. Guys, I'm looking at the batteries, and as you see, the batteries indicator up here is full. You see it up here in the top corner up here? So that's the first thing I was going to check to see if the battery was going down. That's why I wasn't acting. I mean, it was giving a different reading. But I'm going to do this with the ideal now. Short this out. Let me see just what we get. The FLIR was 14.08. And if 14.08, let me turn this on. Okay, 14.08. Put that right there. Let me turn the backlight on. It's the backlight, and here we go. This is a tiebreaker. 1432, 1431, 1428, let it settle for us a couple of seconds, and I don't think it's going to drop no lower than 1429. I don't think it's going any higher than 1430. Now, with that being said, is let me hold this. Okay, 1430. This agrees with the KLEIN. Now, this is the thing. 1430, 1430, 1408. Guys, look, I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to say it's something eternally going on in the inside with this capacitor, because if it was, the KLEIN would have picked it up also, and it would have registered the same thing, would display the same value as that. So I can't blame it on on this capacitor. But I tell you what, let me just do this shunt right quick. That's what I want to do. We just try it before I come to my conclusion. Let me do this shunt and see what value that the shunt gives. Okay, so and I want to say it can't be the test leads, because remember the ideal is giving the same reading that the KLEIN is giving. So it's not the ideal. I mean, it's not the test leads. Okay. So That's the shunt that is 0.2. Okay, that's good. 0.2, you guys remember that? 0.2, and that's what it's supposed to be, 0.2. All right, now take this out. I'm going to do the KLEIN. Let me do the KLEIN. That's not the kind, that's not what I want. Okay, I don't know how to get that sound off, but it's giving you a reading of 0.1 and resistance, ohms, 0.1 ohms with a continuity. Okay, the FLIR giving me 0.2. Okay, so let me just do the ideal. You see, you guys see that? 0.1. Okay, so now, I don't like that noise. But anyway, let's do the ideal. Take one of these off right now. Okay. Here we go. That's resistance. We'll see what this one does. Saying 0.4. Take that noise out. So you're gonna take that off. Okay, saying 0.4. Now, it's higher than the KLEIN and it's higher than the FLIR. The FLIR is accurate. This is over by 2. And the KLEIN is under by 1. So I would say the KLEIN is closer. This is over here. So the FLIR got that before it's being spot on. The KLEIN will be still in spec, but and this one is just way out. It still will be in spec, but it's kind of way out. Now, guys, as far as build quality, KLEIN has met its match with the FLIR. As far as features, KLEIN has met its match. As far as the display, I like the FLIR better. As far as the features, this one have much more, and both of them are real nice meters. But as far as that measurement that I've been telling you guys about, as far as this capacitor, the KLEIN had done it again. So until I find out just what's going on, and if any one of you guys could kind of chip in, what you think I can do to try to find out why all these multimeters is giving me this, overshooting the value of this large capacitor. I'm gonna have to look in the instructions and see just what's the maximum value that it can measure. Now I know this meter here, that shouldn't be even a problem for this one. Some of the other ones that I measured, I used, it may be a problem for those. I don't know. I have to look into the manual and see. But again, like if some of you guys know, leave it in a comment. I know, y'all there's some smart guys who watch the channel, and I really would appreciate it if you guys kind of chip in on this. I'm gonna call on some of you guys because I know you by name to chip in. I'm three-phase. As TP, if you kind of give me an idea what you think going on with this, I'm gonna be investigating it too. But and I'll kind of check that out. Jay, if you know what's going on, Tron, if you know what's going on, and I just don't have my any one of you subscribers. I just some of the ones who I know that's always commenting. I apologize if I miss your name. You know, I'm sorry about that, but I'm looking. I see your name in my head a little bit. Or anyway, but please chime in if you could if you have an idea what you think going on. Why all these multimeters are not reading as accurate as this KLEIN? Maybe something in the circuitry. I don't know, but they're not. They're overshooting the value or undershooting the value, but the KLEIN is always spot on. So guys, with that, I'm gonna have to choose the KLEIN one again. So I'm gonna do another video with another meter that I have that's in the same weight class as this KLEIN, and until I find one that kind of go, you know, round for round with the KLEIN. Now, I know some people might say do the Fluke 87V. No, that's a little bit more advanced multimeter than this one. No, I have to check and see. Because according to these values here, I might be on to something. So I'm going to check and see. And that's the one I think I may do next. And we'll see what that what the 87V going to go against. I'm kind of curious about that myself. So stay tuned for that video. But out of these two right now, the KLEIN took it as far as this measurement is concerned. Okay, so guys, thank you for watching. And until the next video come out, you guys take care and peace out.